Willst du nicht geflogen? Hat sie nicht getrieben, nein! Willst du nicht geflogen? Rücke mal, wenn der Ball ist! Du kannst getrieben, nein!
He should have killed me when he had the chance, because now I'm back and I'm gonna kill you and your whole fucking team. You and the kids.
I'm back, motherfucker! I'm back!
My name is Tom Shelby, and today I'm gonna kill a man.
There's a moment when every boy realizes no one's coming to save him. And that's when he becomes a man.
Be a dangerous man. Now, being dangerous is not being a threat. They're two different things. All right? And it's not about going out and lifting weights and getting a bunch of tattoos and wearing leather jackets and walking around with your chest and shoulders up, hulking around saying, I'm dangerous. That's very rarely is that a dangerous man. Often the most dangerous man in the room is the quietest man in the room.
Welcome to the pain zone. It's where we live.
We don't back down from anyone. And that's what got me in trouble. I don't play games. I don't kiss anyone's ass. And I'm a real man. And that's regardless of being a fight or anything, I'm a man. And that's what I want to be, a man. And if I die, I want to die a man. I don't want to die a little kudu in the street.
I said, everybody wants to be a lion when there's no lions around.
Mm-hmm.
You can be a lion in the company of hyenas. But when you're facing another lion, now we're gonna see what you're really working with.
Yeah.
Everybody's a soldier when there's no wars going on. But when a war happens, now we're gonna see what you made of. I get making money, I get the political stuff that's going on, we don't like, but at some point in time, if your pupil is gonna say that they're the best, you gotta face the best so we can really see who's who.
You clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
Look, with all due respect to everyone, fuck everyone.
Know this. I don't know when it's gonna come, but it's gonna come. And when it comes, bam, baby, good night.
This week they asked me fight with 5 different guys. I say I'm tired about this. If you can bring King Kong and he can make 155, let's go.
There's a difference between who you are and what you are. And what I am when I step on that court is, I become that. I am that killer snake.
Yesterday I give you slab, Artyom, I give you slab. You eat this like a woman, like a baby. What happened now? Something change? Or you with 30 people? Let me know, and that's it.
Kill the boy, Jon Snow. Winter is almost upon us. Kill the boy, and let the man be born.
There's nobody coming. There's nobody coming to save you. There's nobody coming to help you. A knight in shining armor isn't going to ride in and save you. You are the only one that's going to be able to save you. And all this time, you point your finger and you say, I can't do that because I was born here, or I can't do that because I have this issue, or I can't do that because they made fun of me. And you know what's gonna happen? Nothing. You're gonna get more of the same, you're gonna get laughed at more, you're gonna be ashamed more, you're gonna be frustrated more, and you're gonna really regret at the end of your life that you put off taking responsibility for yourself and building yourself into what could be. And when we look around at the world, and we look at all the problems, and we look at all the chaos, we have to take responsibility for ourselves for creating it.
If you're worried about something that someone did to you years ago, you're being to yourself, man. You're not getting out there and squeezing that soul out every day.
Yeah.
If you grind hard, man, I ain't got time to worry about your monkey ass. I ain't got time to worry about you, man. Because tomorrow, I got to go back to the grind. And tomorrow, I go back to the grind again, and again, and again, and again.
Hi, Mr. Tyson, can you share us why did you say this sentence? The fear of losing is too much fighting than dying. And what would you lose if you lose this fight?
I'm not gonna lose.
But you say that in the last minute of the second.
I am not gonna lose. Did you hear what I said?
Thank you.
I tried to fix it. I did everything. I showed them compassion. I showed them mercy. I walked away. I was the bigger man. And look what got me. I appreciate everything you've done for me. I know you did your best. But what I am now, it's not your fault.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
This is a culminate. You want to beat the king, right? The current king. The current king.
You're looking at the current king, Ariel. You're interviewing the current king. The current king is here. July 10th, the current king will be there, 145 pounds. July 11th, the current king will be there, raising gold. So,
what are your plans as champion?
I just want to mold people. This is what I want to do. You know, doesn't matter, Dustin, Tony, or other opponents, doesn't matter. When I go to the cage, I mold my opponents. All my life, 27-0. People talk about his 6 win streak. What about 27 win streak? And 11 years undefeated. And you know, I don't underestimate this guy. I know he's tough challenge, but this guy is not in my level.
There is nothing you can do to stop me from coming at you round after round with the most malicious techniques I know. You will lose this fight, Daniel Cormier. I want you to believe it. Every ounce of training you put in leading up to this fight will be a waste of your life.
When I say I am God, you think I'm joking or not?
You tell me.
I'm not joking. When I come on the field, I feel like that.
You feel like God?
I feel like God when I'm on the field.
An omnipotent.
I feel untouchable, and I feel I will smash everyone that comes in my way.
I'm a warrior, period. There's a lot of guys that have been in a lot more combat than me. A warrior is not always that. A warrior is a motherfucker who says, hey, I'm here again today. I'm here again tomorrow. I'm gonna be here the next day. I'm 50 years old, I'm still after it. It's a person that puts no limit on what's possible.
You're laying in bed and you're envisioning this fight. How do you see this fight turning out?
Champion of the world, Mike Tyson. Then I'll illustrate my reign with bloodshed and pain. Then everybody will fear me.
Listen, stop feeling sorry for you. Well, come on then. What's wrong with you? You're too down. You gotta pull it out of fire.
Stay sharp.
Come on, Leon, man. You got it, man. Come on.
You got it.
Don't doubt me, I couldn't do it. The odds that I couldn't do it. Look at me now. Lebanon, pound for pound, headshot dead.
Look, the fire's coming. Are you ready for the fire? We're firemen. We are firemen. Got it, coach. The heat doesn't bother us. We live in the heat. We train in the heat. Yeah, let's go. It tells us that we're ready. We're at home. We're where we're supposed to be. Flames don't intimidate us. What do? We control the plane. We control it. We move the plane when we want to. Let's go. And then we extinguish them. Let's go.
It's only that kind of urgency in a fight in which he's winning every round.
They say I'm just talk, but here I am walking. Where's everybody else? I'm here.
Lose! I don't lose! I win! I win! That's my job! That's what I do!
Really? Oh, so that's how you gonna play it. You gonna do this? Okay, fine. That's all I needed. And it became personal with me.
Yeah, keep booing me, baby. Keep booing me. I love it. I love it. Listen. People been booing me and down me since I started training. I love it. The more you boo me, the stronger I get, baby. I'm used to this. Y'all can't stop me. Keep it up, baby. Keep it up. Y'all can't stop me.
Accept the pain. Smile at the pain. Embrace the pain. Zbogam. Pain is the gatekeeper of destiny. Pain is there to ask you one simple question. Do you really want to achieve your goals? or are you just a talk?
Bet against me. Bet against me. Tell me it's not going to happen. Tell me it's going to fail. I love it. I love every minute of it.
For me, anger was good. Anger was good because it was motivating. The more I could create an enemy, the more I wanted to go out and kill those guys. Now, I knew I wasn't going to kill them physically. But man, if I could just, what did they say? You know, and what did they look like? Did they disrespect me at all?
When my mother died at the hands of your ambition, you didn't learn your limitations.
I have no limitations.
And by Spartan law, we will stand and fight and die. This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. This is where they die. Remember this day, man, or it will be yours for all time.
The best way to fight the demons that chase you in the night is to stop and turn around. Turn around. Face them. Man up. If it was raining outside at 3 o'clock in the morning, if it was snowing, the first instinct is don't go out there and do. My instinct was, we gotta go out there. Anything that was horrible in my life that I would normally say no, that was inhumane to most people, I had to go do it. And I started callousing my mind at this point in my life. Is that through discipline, through self-discipline, through repetition, through tons of repetition of the same thing that you don't want to do. And that's the key thing. Through repetition of things you don't want to do, you develop mental, like an armor for your mind. You start to armor your mind, because your mind's like, okay, we suffer every day. It's what we do. We do stuff that sucks every day. So then when the suck stuff comes, you're ready for it. And that's how I started coming up. You know, I just started being very uncomfortable. And now it's like just a way of life. I don't have time to put you into the hate bank. There's no hate. It's all filtered out, man, through the grind. People don't get it. There's great joy in the grind. Great joy in the suffer. It totally cleanses your body out, man.
Put your mother in a straight jacket, you punk white boy. Come here and tell me that if I you in your ass, you punk white boy, you scared coward. You got man in the with me. You can't last 2 minutes in my world. Look at you scared now, you hoe. Scared like a little white. Scared of the real man.
Really, I don't care. Whoever is there will be demolished. Whether it's Chad, whether it's Jose, they both will be destroyed. So they are both in over their heads.
Hey, so what now? Say something! So what now? On you, boys! This is just a most dangerous guy here. I gotta come for everyone. I kill everybody. Allah Akbar.
Listen to me, you cracker motherfucker. Listen to me, okay? If I don't have that money in 24 hours, I promise to God that I will devote every second I have on this green earth to making sure you and everybody you care about suffers. Do you understand me?
You know, all my life, I tried to be undisputed champion, you know? And now, I cannot make mistake. This is making me scared.
You know we've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day. To this day. To this day. You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
You gotta decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
Presenting the pride of Ireland and the #3 ranked featherweight fighter in the world, the notorious Conor McGregor!
You guys have no idea. When you're hurt, how do you feel? You lay down, right? You take a second, you go, you take your vitamins, you do your thing. When I'm hurt, I love it. I love that feeling because it's real. That's the most realest feeling that you could ever have, is being in pain, because everything else, happiness could be fake, crying could be fake, but pain, that's real.
Antonio Montana. And you? What you call yourself?
In 16 hours time, this man is gonna learn that if you disrespect a person's kindness and take it as a weakness, you must pay. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna make this man pay with his life, and I mean it. You're dead in that octagon tomorrow night. Backstage, I'm starting fights off everybody. I've ridiculed everyone on the roster. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants. I own this town. I own Rio de Janeiro. So for him to say he is the king and I am the joker, if this was a different time, I would invade his favela on horseback and kill anyone that was not fit to whoop. But we are in a new time, so I'll whoop his ass in July.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. This is my life, man. Do you know how hard I worked to get here?
How bad do you want this? If it's as bad as you want to live or breathe or sleep, whatever the hell it may be, I can work with you. But a lot of people, most people don't want it that badly, which is why they always ask the question, man, how did you get to where you are? You know how to do it. You know exactly how to be you or how to be me. You don't want to do it. But usually we react. We have pain, we have suffering, we react, and we react about, get the out of here. We gotta go. It's those people who are able to control that feeling of flight and say, no, there's a way through this.
It's pushing the water, and there's a jogger, actually. Look at this, wow. It's a Florida man right there for you, Blake, jogging in the hurricane.
I want to go ahead and give a message to the children. Believe in yourself. Don't fear failure. Dream big. Work hard. Stay positive. Enjoy the journey.
Hey, I don't think there's anything.
You don't have to feel good about it. You just have to keep going. The feeling will pass, but you will remain. You are greater than your feelings. Going to bed late and waking up early to work for a few days won't kill you. You're not going to burn out. You're doing what it takes. If you're one of those people that push work-life balance, just remember, the people who like working a lot don't care. I've never regretted trying harder at anything ever. Hard times last long, but an epic story feels like a lifetime.
Like, I've never regretted working harder. Ever. Not once. And some people are like, on your deathbed, you're like, no, because I lived every moment of my day doing what I wanted to do.
The purpose is you. We forget that. Every day I wake up and I don't want to do something. I'm like, okay, man, do you want to be a today? Do you want to feel like a little? Do you want to walk around all day knowing that you could, but you didn't? So it's perform without purpose. You have to learn how to get up and do when you ain't got no 5K, no 10K, nothing. Nothing exists. Your life sucks. You're in the dungeon. But guess what, mother? You're still going to get it. Because when that time comes, because the time is going to come, when that purpose is there, you'll be ready.
I am cold. I am emotionless. I am zen, at peace, ready for war. So I pay no attention to how.
When you entered the 5th round against Kelvin, you said, I'm ready to die.
It was. I looked at him, and I remember, I call it Ese Diablo. He was looking at me, and he just had this like look, and he's just swinging his hands. And I said, you're not going to beat me. I'm prepared to die. And I meant that, man. I swear to God on my life, I meant that. I'm even getting goosebumps. See that?
I'm getting goosebumps too.
Like, I meant that because I was like, look, and I signed my death warrant right there. I was like, look, if this is how I die, this is how I die. But you see me, I was trying to get him. I was trying to kill him. I knew, because for me, if I'm ready to die, I'm ready to kill. You have to be willing to give something up as well.
You have many gifts. Your anger is a gift. What is in here is a gift. You do not think like other men. You are unpredictable. And that will serve you well. Use your anger intelligently. And I promise you, my son, that one day the whole world will know and fear I father boldness.
Be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable. Be the guy who embraces hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid of sacrificing some blood.
And Dr. Carter had a tear in his eye. I could tell he felt for me. And he said, son, I'm sorry to say you're not going to box again.
And I looked at him. I said, no, Dr. Carter, you're wrong. I am going to box again. I said, you don't understand what kind of man I am.
You see, power, real power, doesn't come to those who are born strongest or fastest or smartest. No, it comes to those who will do anything to achieve it.
It wasn't about the potential. It wasn't about the genetics. It was about the perseverance. And it wasn't about being the hardest worker in the room. That's what got them there. And it didn't happen overnight. They got knocked down more than they ever stood up. But they kept going and kept going and kept going and kept going, because what else is the alternative? To be average again. That sucks, man. And it really sucks.
The human brain evolved under immense amounts of pressure. So your brain needs pressure. It needs constant pressure. And stress and pressure is not a bad thing. We have this thing where we feel like stress is bad. It's bad for you. Bad. You know, you need to relax, man. You need to chill. Stress will kill you. No, being bored will kill you. Not having anything to do will kill you.
You see that look right there? Don't ever let a man see you like that. Cause you give him the power over you. If you gotta take an L, you take it with your head up, chest out, like a man.
You're a man. You are a man. Stand up and be a man. Make the hard decisions, make the sacrifices, make the unpopular decisions, and become comfortable in your own skin. And if you are not a person that you are comfortable being alone with, that is the one person in this universe that you have full power, full right, and full responsibility to change.
You know, there comes a day, man. Everyone's gonna have this day. There comes a day where being average, being mediocre is just sickening to you. It's just sickening. It makes you want to throw up. Because you've seen people with far less talent than you. As you're growing up with them, their childhood buddies, whatever else, they didn't have what you had. Yet now they're fucking to become something that you haven't. There comes that day. It's either when you're young, you know, and it strikes you on the baseball field because you're sick of striking out. Or it's when you get fired from your 5th job, you know, and your wife and kids are on your ass because you don't know how to support them anymore. There comes a day where push comes to shove. Where being mediocre, being like average, it just burns. It sucks so much. You can't deal with it one more day. And you get off your and you create something that's always been there. It's always been inside of you trying to come out. But you've never wanted to unwrap it because it's too much pain and commitment.
Oh, Godfather, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
You can act like a man! What's the matter with you?
Well, everybody, it's Groundhog's Day again for David Goggins. If you pan it down here, you see it's about 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's not a car or a person in sight. If you pan over here, it's the same thing. People want to know where I find my strength at, where I get my strength. I get it from a lot of places, but right now, this morning, I'm getting it from, there's not a mother that's up. There's not a car, there's not a person. Everybody's in their bed, sleep, dreading that it's a Monday, hate it's a Monday. And I'm loving it. I'm loving that. Where everybody's getting weaker, I'm getting stronger.
And you won't die. And if you do die, you won't care. Because you'll be dead. Best case, you win. Worst case, it won't matter.
We're going to have wins. We're going to have losses. We're going to have successes. We're going to have failures. We're going to have good nights. We're going to have bad nights. We're going to have good relationships. We're going to have bad relationships. We're going to have good ideas and bad ideas. We're going to make money. We're going to lose money. All these things are going to happen. And if you oscillate emotionally up and down drastically, it's going to be problematic.
I don't live off that whole. I wish the water was cold. I wish them motherfuckers tractors keep on running. I wish the rain. When the ending is unknown and the distance is unknown, that's when you know who you are. Stay hard.
You're not living the best life that you want to live.
You're not the person you want to be. You're not the person the 8-year-old you wanted to be. And I bet you're not even taking steps to become that person, are you? And that's what's wrong with the world. That's what's wrong with this country. We have a bunch of people that want to point fingers and defer responsibility off to anything and everything except the one thing that can change their entire lives. And that's looking in the mirror and saying, "F you, man. You did this to me. You made me this way, and I'm going to fix it. And I'm going to fix it by controlling all the things I can control. I'm going to control what I eat. I'm going to control what I drink. I'm going to control how I move. I'm going to control the information I put in my brain. I'm going to control how I treat people and who I surround myself with." And if you control those things, you are now in the driver's seat to create what it is you've always known that you were here to create.
Because what is learning? Learning is me giving up on my old ideas. Those ideas have to die for me to be open to some new. And so me learning how to be a better man, I had to die a little bit.
So if you lack the discipline to exercise and eat healthy, you will end up being a slave to disease. If you have self-discipline, if you have the discipline to save your money and work hard and invest your money properly, if you want freedom in your life, you have to have discipline.
Reminder that if you want to be exceptional, you're going to be different from everyone else. That's what makes you exceptional. You can't fit in and also be exceptional. Both have discomfort. When you fit in, you have internal conflict because you're not being 100% you. When you're exceptional, you have external conflict because everyone sees you as different. Pick one. When your friends start to say, "You've changed," remember it's because they don't know how to say, "You've grown."
Because you always do know what you're here to create. It's that little version of yourself that hides deep inside your heart that you are so afraid to even talk about because you're afraid the people around you are gonna laugh. Well, guess what? They're gonna laugh, and they're gonna laugh more if you don't do anything. You're gonna get criticized no matter what you do. If you go hard, people are gonna criticize you. If you stay a lazy piece of shit, people are gonna criticize you. So you gotta realize that it's up to you to decide what it is you truly want. And it's up to you to accept what pain you are willing to accept. Because if you struggle and you refuse to take responsibility for yourself and become that version that you know you're supposed to become, you will be miserable.
Lazy people do a little work and think they should be winning, but winners work as hard as possible and still worry if they're being lazy.
You know, it's amazing how guys say all the time, "Yo, I want to get more girls. Yo, I want to get in shape. Yo, I want to make more money." And then you ask them, "Okay, well, what are you doing to do that?" And then they're like, the same stuff I've been doing for the past 3 years that hasn't led me to that." So you got to have a plan, guys. You got to really map it out and have a plan, have an idea. And, you know, the biggest thing to remember is if you've always done what you've always done, you're going to continue to get what you've always gotten. You know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, thinking a different result. And I think a lot of people do that. I remember growing up, right, in high school, you always have those people that you think are going to be like successful. Then you got some that are like losers and stuff like that. And the one thing I noticed with the kids that, you know, whether they were in a lower level, lower IQ class, or they just weren't, you know, they didn't really have aspirations like that, they would say, "I'm going to do X, Y, Z," but then you would see what they're actually doing, and they're doing the same thing they've always done. They're still smoking weed, they're still playing video games all the time. They keep saying, "I'm going to change, I'm going to make a change," but they never actually make a change. So, I mean, obviously you want to start small. It could be with just like cutting out one bad habit and then slowly building from there. But the reality is you're going to have to give up and stop doing the things you're currently doing if you want to change from what you're doing.
Is that hard times create hard men. Hard men create soft times. Soft times create soft men. Soft men create hard times. We are now around soft men and hard times. We're in the time of toxic masculinity, right? Where you could be toxically male. And then if you're suppressing masculinity, you're going to bring on hard times. It doesn't mean masculinity doesn't mean you're mean. It doesn't mean you're angry. It means strength. It means disciplined.
The wise man, the truly philosophical man, is the man who is entirely in control of his own soul, who takes utter and complete moral responsibility for his actions and is indifferent to everything else, not because he doesn't care about other people, not because he doesn't care about the felicity of the entire human species, but because it's not under his control.